Hello, hello.
Hello.
Who is that?
I'm loud.
Conjure.
Test, 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 test. 1, 2.
Hello, 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 hello. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Mic check. Test, test. 1, 2.
Okay. And we are live here in Thomasville, Georgia. We are live here in Thomasville, Georgia with my partner in crime, the irrepressible Earl the Pearl. Hey, good son. Go ahead, sir.
I always tell you, Coach, that's a way to announce somebody right there.
Man, well, when you're a legend like you, that's all we can do.
I'm not a legend. I know some people who think they're legends.
And you're not one of them?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not today, huh?
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, we're right now about 2.5, 3 minutes to kick off here. Coach, what is it about this game that kind of intrigues you a little bit?
Well, you got both teams coming back. Pelham, 12-1 last year, and lost in the semifinals, which was a really tough ball game for them. So they are returning quite a few players off that loss to Irwin County in those semifinals. And then, of course, you know, the big story around here in Thomasville is Chad Masco transferring to IMG.
Exactly. Coach, hey, everybody, if you're seeing us on there live, make sure you subscribe to us. Hit subscribe, get those numbers up. We got over 1,100 last year. We got, thanks to Coach Hankerson, we probably added about 400 in about 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks, we got those numbers up pretty good. But we're here in Georgia. You know, we're always treated so well over here. You know, we enjoy coming over because they treat us so good there, especially between Thomasville and Brooks County. I don't know which one looks after us best. And I better keep it going because I might have to hit my partner in crime over there. He starts watching something else. I don't know what he'd be looking at, but had to kind of keep my eye on him.
No, not at all, Coach. Looking at the atmosphere around Bulldog country, and we, you know, even though it's a preseason battle tonight, got a pretty good crowd on hand. A lot of supporters of Pelham I see down here in sections E and F, and so they look like they traveled very well with their team.
Yeah, when you go 12-1, you have 9 players last year who made the All Albany Area team. They returned 7 of that 9. They're looking to really do something. They had the highest offense in their division last year and scored the most points in program history. So they put some points on the board.
Yeah, Coach Pinkins coming in here really with should be a high-powered team. And they really should be looking forward to getting it going. Here come the Thomasville Bulldogs, Coach.
Here they come. As always, they're always ready for some football.
Hey, you wouldn't think it would be preseason, would you?
No, you know, that's one of the things you really have to enjoy about the way they are about their team.
Absolutely. They're very excited coming out here. You know, I was talking to some of the fans earlier, and they said, well, it's just a preseason game. I said, well, the scoreboard's on.
There you go. I bet you the coaches are playing to win.
The band is in the end zone. The team is running out with the flags and the cheerleaders. They got the mascot down there. Looks like he got a new outfit this year. And
well, no, even the stands over there where the band is new.
Yeah.
You know, they've added those.
They did. Had those stands in the end zone.
Yeah, and they're getting ready for the kickoff. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a break, but we will be right back. And we're back.
Yep, Pelham tees the ball up, ready to kick. Number 28, Yahir Rios. He's a junior, and he's going to tee that thing off to Thomasville. They got 2 back. ready to receive that kick. Ladarius Weiss on the receipt. And looks like preseason rules, Coach, they're going to eliminate the return game as a safety precaution here in the preseason. That's not a bad idea.
In Florida, we continue to play that, don't we? We don't do that in Florida, do we?
No, not unless agreed upon by coaches and referees prior to the game. And I'm pretty sure that's what they did here in this game between Thomasville and Pelham. I saw earlier the referees getting with the coaches and the teams, and I think they were going over some pregame instructions.
Okay. Here with the new quarterback, that's behind the line there.
Yeah, behind the line of scrimmage. Ronnie Baker, pass completed by Malik Harper. It's a good thing he caught that because it was behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 3 yards.
Oh, yeah, good thing. Otherwise, it's bouncing around. They'd be in trouble.
Absolutely.
They would tell me that I wonder if this is the quarterback that transferred from Cairo that was at Cairo last year. They're trying to get the ball out here to these receivers and try to make something happen, but
yep. Pelham is real quick on the edges right now.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Clearly can see that.
Yeah, a number of their players that are on defense were All Albany for them last year, so they returned some players that can get it done on that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that went for no gain. And 3rd down and 13.
Looking downfield this time, scrambling.
He's got a man open in the middle. And he makes the reception. That's Boomer Slocum on the reception. And they're going to come up about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, but that was the first play that they were able to generate some positive yards from.
Yeah, going vertical and not horizontal. They tried that little quick pass out to the perimeter on 2 consecutive plays to no avail.
They gave it some thought like they were going to go for it.
More so to keep the defense on the field. Coach, to keep them from being able to substitute. You'll see more of that during the regular season. Instead of making that declaration that you're going to punt earlier to keep.
Yeah, well, they're down to 2 seconds now.
Yep, they just got it off.
Nice punt.
Nice punt. Nice and high. Allows the return team to get down the field.
That was an excellent punt there.
Yes, sir. Number 35, Parker Folsom.
Yeah, they've talked a lot about the kicking game. So we're going to take a break right now, but we will be right back. And we are back.
As anticipated, Pelham quarterback, 6'4", senior, 205 pounds, Kendrick Patterson.
Big guy back there.
Yes, he is. Still trying to get the play in.
Right there.
He orchestrates his offense in the backfield, joined by Jermaine Johnson. That pass is low and in the ground.
Kendrick Patterson, ranked as the number 46 player in the state of Georgia. Being recruited by some people here. He's got a lot of size on him back there, Coach.
Yeah, that's big. That's a big guy. Again, Patterson standing 6'4".
Yes, sir. 6'4", 205.
That's what they have him listed, and I don't think they're lying.
No, Coach, he's every bit of 205. Yeah. He's NFL quarterback size. Well, nobody's arm, but he kept that one. Quarterback draw.
Yeah, a little quarterback draw, pick up a couple yards.
Yeah, he didn't get much on that one.
Linebackers converged on that pretty good.
And number 53, Dalen Smoke over there. Number 54, Dallas Washington. Both of them made All Albany.
Yeah, both guys at the tackle position. Nice protection there.
Yeah, it wasn't open there. And good coverage there by number 1 from Thomasville.
Yeah, he rushed.
Joshua Thornton.
Patterson rushed that a little bit, Coach. He had plenty of protection.
You wouldn't expect that from the senior quarterback with the accolades and attention that he gets to be rushing that pass.
And so that sends Pelham back to punt. Jimmy Bowdry back for Thomasville. And that kick is blocked. Oh, it hit a Thomasville player.
It hit and they're hitting number 80 because it hit off his foot.
It hit a Thomasville player.
I don't see. What are they calling there?
Oh no, it's going to be Pelham's possession. That hit a Thomasville player.
Joseph Williams, number 80.
Yes, he kind of lackadaisical about trying to get out of the way of the ball, and it clicked off the back of his heel. So Pelham is going to take over first down from the 45-yard line. It's going to give Kendrick Patterson another opportunity to get something going. Well, we got a false start on the Hornets. Or maybe they weren't ready for the ball to be put in play.
Well, one of the two.
Yeah, no penalty. No penalty there. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets again on the 45-yard line. And handoff, a little inside zone run. Jermaine Johnson. Pickup of about 4.
Number 64 for the Dogs.
So 2nd and 6. Pass complete out to number 11, Darryl Starling. That's going to be enough for a Hornets first down.
And then move the chains a little bit.
That's our first down of the game, I believe.
It is. Cross midfield. Pelham 12-1 last year. A lot of starters returning. 6'4" quarterback. He has no problem seeing over that offensive line.
No, they are pretty diminutive.
Diminutive, coach. You are on your game first game. Didn't go down easy.
We try. We try. That pass completed out to number 1. He's not listed on our roster.
And we're glad to see J Quad Media in the house. Jeff Walker, a legend in his own mind. You got to watch him. Oh, we are 2nd and 5. Yeah, they got a drive going now. That fumble recovery has excited their offensive unit. He's looking down the field this time.
He's going for a deep one, but nobody is there. Probably should have been picked off. Not really a receiver in the area.
No, it was not. Coach Darryl Starling. Coach Dondriel Pinkins. Atlanta Journal-Constitution Coach of the Year last year, Class A. This is his senior class. He was 8th grade when he took over there. The seniors now, they've been with him 5 years, their 5th year with him.
And, I thought that was pretty good coverage, Coach.
It was excellent coverage.
Yeah, William Masco. I'm curious if his brother is Chad that transferred.
I'm pretty sure that is him.
I would imagine so. Nevertheless, he's called for pass interference there. I thought it was a pretty good coverage on the play. The receiver didn't run the sharpest route.
We appreciate some of our high school football fans. Sheldon Bruce, I see you. Donda Tillman from FAMU High. Legend. Mike Walker. Tyrone McGriff, the legend. Tyrone McGriff Jr. That is he. And we see you, Vanessa Whitley. Nice to be here. Thomasville, Georgia. They love their football.
First down for Pelham.
That draw.
Oh, nice.
And the gang tackling that we were so accustomed to seeing in Thomasville We
Yes.
came over when we started the program, and Coach Grage, we actually televised and promoted his first game, and he took him 2 years. Second year, they went 12-1. Last year, they were 7-5 and had an outstanding young quarterback who has since transferred to IMG. Man, he left us salivating with his arm, didn't he, Coach?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I guess enough that IMG came and got him, huh?
Absolutely. That initial stop was by Ty Anderson. We got some movement up front. Anderson caused the offensive line to flinch. That's going to be a 5-yard false start penalty on Pelham.
They need to do something to kind of slow the ball. That time of possession is pretty good here for Pelham. Pelham has a scrappy bunch. Jay Quad Media remembers being here the year that the Thomasville High basketball team won the state championship. The last game they lost was to Pelham County when they hit 2 threes in the last 15 seconds of the game. 3 threes. INSiiGHTS has it up there for you.
Oh, that's a nice defensive play by Thomasville.
Knocked it loose on him.
Yes, sir. Number 27, Jimmy Bowdry. Sophomore.
5'6", 147. He kind of popped him in. The way you remember Brooks County, the way they hit down there, Coach Freeman's guys from FAMU, he hits them and knocks them out down there.
Is it carry a sledgehammer?
That's what they do. They take care of us pretty good at Brooks County, too. When we come over here to Georgia, they really treat us well.
Big third down for Pelham. From their 29-yard line. Patterson back. He's got somebody in the seam. He's open.
Sure
and bringing it in, big tight end, Davian Rhodes.
Yes, sir.
6'2", 221.
South. What do you have?
I got him listed at 6'2", 221.
That's a lot closer to the size I had. I got 5'10", 165. That was not him. You right?
Yeah.
He's a big tight end. Big target across the middle. Got in the middle of that zone and sat down.
Yep, sat down right in the seam. They let him loose. Pelham first and goal from the 4. Patterson on the keeper. He's not going to get there.
No, and he
very hesitant.
Yes, it was.
Very hesitant run there.
Now we're talking about the guys that Pelham has returned, but it's the guy that they're missing that graduated the Player of the Year. Jarvis Williams, running back, had 90 carries for 941 yards. He averaged 10 yards a carry last year. 17 touchdowns on the ground and 5 receiving. He's the Player of the Year that they lost last year. And they're trying to get it done without him, though everybody else returns up there. When you lose a Player of the Year that's averaging 10 yards a carry, that's a loss.
Absolutely is. You don't replace guys like that, Coach. You do your best.
Don't. He's trying to get his snap. Let that clock get down a little bit too much. You're kind of surprised a little bit with the veterans that they have on this team. It looks like a scrimmage. They're still trying to get themselves together.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned the running back that was Player of the Year. You don't replace a guy like that. You try to just simply find somebody to move in and try to keep it going as much as possible.
You're exactly right there.
I notice the offensive line is not really big. He threaded that needle.
He threaded the needle there because I actually thought it got picked.
I thought it was picked too, but Darryl Starling brings it in.
Oh, man.
Senior with a great catch, 6'2", 204.
We were kind of speechless up here trying to wait to see what actually happened.
Yep, because I thought it was picked off.
Who was that, Darryl Starling, number 11?
Darryl Starling.
Going to Troy.
Okay.
Going to Troy. Second team, All Albany.
He definitely made a play there.
Oh, that's struggling to get there.
Yeah.
It creeped across the
Yeah.
You said eek, I said creep. All right, INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
misses extra point is good. Score Pelham 7, Thomasville 0.
Oh, we're going to have a section. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not back. And we're back. We're going to have a Ask the Earl segment. We got a question to ask Earl. If you have one that you can think of, you need to send it to us, and we're going to get him. We already have one that has been sent to us already, but we're going to get another one for him. We're going to put him on the spot. Former athletic director from Ricketts High School. They're lining it up. They take a 7-0 lead here with 4:34 left in the first quarter.
Yes, once again, if you're just joining us, special teams are not live tonight on kickoff and punts. Now, I don't think there was much of a rush on that extra point either, Coach, was it?
It was not.
Yeah, so special teams aren't live tonight. Both teams look like they'll take over from the 25-yard line.
They're trying to save injuries, trying not to have many of them to get hit. And there's the crew. You got Jeff Walker, the legend himself, and Ask the Earl. You want to know what the Earl means? He'll tell you. And now that's a little special there. And we're here.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Thomasville.
That had no chance.
Not really. Coach, they've run I think 4 or 5 offensive plays. What's interesting to me so far early is they've got 2 really huge tackles. Number 74, Jackson Hodge, and is that number 65, Jakari Borders, at the tackle positions. But Pelham seems to be pretty quick on those edges.
They are.
So you better try to get up the middle of that defense right now. But Pelham has a really, really big defensive tackle, a couple big tackles right there in the middle as well.
Looking downfield.
That's good pass protection.
Actually got it.
Yes, sir.
And
he dropped it.
He dropped it.
He dropped the pass, number 13, Taraji Felton.
Cornerback couldn't have helped him anymore because the cornerback fell down.
Yes, he did. Well, we talked about those big tackles on the outside. They really did an excellent job forming that pocket on the edge. And those guys in the middle really stood their ground. He had great protection there. Receiver open, but they just couldn't execute at the end.
They could not. Don't forget to subscribe to INSiiGHTS. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. We appreciate you. Oh, Thomasville gets a good bounce.
Yeah, it's not quite sure why Pelham is chasing the ball. Never understood why guys do that, Coach.
Yeah, Coach is going to get to him. We got INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. And we're back. Some discussion over there. We'll see what that is, but then again, maybe not.
Well, we got a water break right now.
Ah, okay, well.
Yep. Right now, water break. Prior to that, we were talking about the guys on the punt return team. Coaches have a call of fire, but as no matter how many times you tell young guys to get away, they always seem to find their way to the ball. And we saw that earlier with Thomasville. Ball actually hit one of their defenders, and Pelham was able to take over.
All right. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We're here for our 4th season on WCTV2. Me TV. Support us. 4th year being able to be here for the student athletes, bringing the games to you from Florida and Georgia high school sports. INSiiGHTS Sports, the only one bringing you games on the TV.
Thomasville High band, Bulldog band, they're getting in rare form for the season, Coach.
Yeah, they are. They are. You have to, again, another field here in Georgia with artificial turf. I think they got Thomasville, Thomas County and Thomasville High. Oh, boy, coach is a little upset over here. He didn't have his team on the field. Had to make a pattern. Had to make a substitution there.
Patterson back at quarterback. Got an A-gap blitz by Thomasville, and he missed.
He's a little bit upset with himself because he thought he should have popped that one, and he really should have.
Yeah, they had a right A-gap, left A-gap blitz.
Got picked up, didn't it?
Got picked up, and the back popped right through there.
Sophomore Jermaine Johnson.
Yep, listed at 5'10", 165 pounds. I think he's going to be the back to carry the load this year for Pelham.
They're going to need to be able to have a little bit of running game because they were actually blitzing people. Only gave up 11 points a game last year on defense.
And there it is again. Nice little inside trap run by Pelham, but snuffed out by Thomasville. Number 6, Michael Major, coming up from that safety position, able to make a nice tackle.
They only gave up 151 points, which was the best defense in the last 64 years for Pelham. Less than 12 points a game.
Screen. They set it up pretty good.
They did. If he breaks it, he did break it.
And he is going to take it down. He's still running out at the 3-yard line. Jermaine Johnson once again.
Coach, you called it.
We got flag on the play.
Yeah, Coach, you called that one. Said he was going to be the bell cow for him. Plays quarterback, wide receiver, and free safety.
Looks like we might have had a block in the back.
Going to bring that one back. Holding.
Holding is the call against the Hornets.
Had it set up really nice. Nice pump fake to the right, back to the left on the screen.
They did.
Should still
Penalty enforced from the spot.
just about. I thought it might still result in a first down, but that penalty happened at the 30-yard line.
Second down and 4 Hornets.
So 10-yard penalty back to the 40 brings the Hornets back. And it's going to be second down and 4.
Thomasville kind of late getting a defensive signal in.
They like the big tight end here, Rhodes.
Yeah, but that one hit him in his hands.
It did. He threw the ball a little. The receivers didn't get the head around quick enough.
Coach, I think those was just his hands now. That was right now. He's been playing with him for a while. That should be an arm and a throw that he's used to. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week will be right back.
Timeout Hornets.
And we're back. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week.
Bulldog band got it going on in the end zone.
And we're back.
Big third down for Pelham. Kendrick Patterson directing.
Got a little pressure that he ran away from.
Little read handoff. Can he turn the corner? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He's still running.
Got a first down out of it.
He actually showed some wheels right there, Coach.
Yes, he did. He needed to because Big 75 from Thomasville was coming after.
Yeah, they were bearing down on him.
But fortunately for him, he ran a little bit out of fear that time. You run for your life in certain situations.
I was a little surprised he was able to turn the corner, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, he should have turned it, though. That was Big 75, Cameron Armster.
He gave everything he had in pursuit, didn't he?
Didn't he? Hey, that's all you can ask, isn't it?
That's it. He did have a flag on the play. Looked like another hold downfield, but this time it will still be enough to result in a first down. Pelham coming out. Trips left. Man in motion. And there's the handoff. He got tripped up by the grass monster.
Say the grass monster got him.
Grass monster got him, Coach.
Oh, that's not good.
No, not quite. He actually had a little room there. Brought the tight end in on a little hum motion action. And he taps the center to let him know when the quarterback is ready for the snap. They've run that little trap there a couple times. So far, again, trips left. And into the tight end. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Patterson's pass was incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
This is going to be an interesting call. Yeah, referees kind of working out some kinks there as well here in the preseason.
See the referees working them out.
Nevertheless, penalty will stand. And that's going to give Pelham another first down.
Ask Earl. You don't see him change it too much.
And we got twins to both sides. Strong side of the field to the left.
Yeah,
There's
two
that
open
screen
on the
again.
right. That's deflected.
Thomasville did a really, really good job there. As those defensive linemen got their hands up, was able to deflect the pass.
And we want to acknowledge Grant Conjure, Dr. Arthur Woodard, academic student of the game, 3.7 from Thomasville High. Congratulations to Grant and his family for his fine academic achievements as a student athlete that excels in the classroom. Number 78.
Little swing pass out. That's going to be incomplete.
Patterson's pass intended for number 4, Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson dropped the pass on the little swing there.
You know, there's been a long first quarter. 56 seconds left, 7-0. Outside of that first drive, Pelham's done a real good job of moving the ball.
Big third down here.
Trip is at the bottom of the screen here.
Yeah, let's see if the defense can hold. On the snap. And that pass to the corner of the end zone is going to fall incomplete.
They haven't been close on that one yet.
No, that corner route is not really been effective right now. We're going to send out the kicking unit.
Yeah, they're going to stay with it. They're working on it. They know that they're going to need it down the season when they run those triplets.
Yeah, that's a good time. 35-yard field goal attempt we have here. Let's see what kind of leg the kicker has.
Well, I saw on the extra point that barely squeezed across it.
Yeah. Yeah, here Rios.
Let's see now.
Snap is up.
Just
Kick
like
is
the
up.
first kick.
And it's well short. So definitely got some work to do in the kicking game, Pelham.
You think, Coach?
Absolutely.
And INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And we're back.
Yeah, first down for Thomasville. That pass falls incomplete. You were talking about the kicking game earlier before the break, Coach. And I don't think you want to ask the Earl what he thinks about
No.
Well,
Well, that was one of your
just preseason.
better moments.
Just
At that
preseason.
Lincoln and what was it, Lincoln and Reebok or Lincoln
Reigns.
Reigns?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We got a good one next week. We got Godby and Lincoln.
Okay.
We got a good one next week.
Right out the gate, huh?
Right
Quarterback
out
keeper. Around the right edge. And
That was a good job.
Ronnie Baker picking up a first down.
That was a good job. That was the longest run of the day. Junior, 5'11". Right back to the line.
Yeah, they get it going. They're coming out heavy, but to no avail because Darryl Starling is Johnny on the spot. That's going to be a loss in the backfield.
Was that Michael Major he caught trying to turn that corner? He didn't get much.
Not much at all. Yeah, that was first time Thomasville had come out in a heavy package, double tight ends. But unable to get a hat on a hat. And Starling was able to get in and make that tackle end of the first, Coach.
Yeah, that Darryl Starling, that's the kid we were talking about earlier that's going to Troy. And that ends the quarter, 7-0. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. And INSiiGHTS Game of the Week is back. Well, Coach trying to make sure he gets enough water over there. Coach Grage done a real good job with the program, hired by former principal Todd Mobley, who was in city council.
Yeah, he's been 24-11 during his time. And playoffs, 2 out of 3 seasons, Coach?
2 out of 3. And then had that 12-1 season. Everybody was really kind of excited about him. And disappointing in their eyesight, 7-5 last year.
Oh, quarterback trying to get out of there. Took a spill over there on the sideline.
I think he was probably two steps too late making that decision.
Yes, sir. He was still trying to look downfield, which is good.
Yeah.
But at some point, you got to hurry up and make a decision. And he was late there.
Oh, I like being up in this press box in the air conditioning.
This is nice, isn't it? No heat index factor up here.
You're exactly right.
Quarterback back to pass. And that's going to fall incomplete.
He fought for his quarterback trying to get that ball. In fact, Ricardo turned the defensive back around, the 6'2 junior.
Well, and I looked at the Pelham defender there. That was their quarterback, Kendrick Patterson.
No, what? Yes, it was.
And I think Pelham anticipated the deep ball there by putting their big guys back at safety there.
Well, one of the things we noticed in watching Coach Grage over the years now, he likes that bubble screen and he likes to throw it up top.
Thomasville receivers haven't really been able to get much separation.
Great kick.
Oh, it's a muff.
The ball.
And Thomasville is going to take over.
Boy, the Thomasville fans responded instantly. There was a roar from the crowd.
And I misspoke, Coach, on those long passes Thomasville's been throwing. Their receivers have been able to get some separation, but they just haven't been able to come up with the football.
And their quarterback actually done a better job of hitting and finding his receivers deep than what we found with Pelham. Now, there was a turnover in the first quarter that led to the first touchdown by Pelham. Did they just reciprocate the favor and give real good position to Thomasville? And let's see.
Now they come out in that double tight formation again.
Ronnie Baker's going to keep this one.
Yeah, he's going to keep it, get up the middle, and he's going to pick up a first down, I believe.
Well, he's their leading rusher.
Okay.
He's their leading rusher. He's the one who's made the positive plays with his legs. He might be a serviceable quarterback for them this year. Pelham's taking their time getting off the field here.
Thomasville giving another look here with the H-back. Few multiple looks that Thomasville's been able to give you. They're spreading them out. They're also going in double tight, so they can have a heavy package as well. So they're doing some things multiple offensively.
Which is very typical of them.
They're getting a lot of good things on film. I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to look at as they get ready for their season opener. And a nice run.
Nice run.
Yes, it was. Very nice patience by Jay-Sean Thornton. He almost got in, but he showed some great patience to set up his blocks up front.
He did a good job for him last year, senior running back,
Yep.
3rd and 1.
Pelham's going to have to get a timeout. They're not going to get their personnel on the field and off in the right amount of time, so they get a timeout here.
INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week showing in Georgia. Florida Sports taking a break.
Goes out to Chandler's Drive-In for furnishing the meals for the
And INSiiGHTS is back. Yeah, J Quad Media giving you an opportunity to see Coach Grage, the discipline program that he has, but cannot take anything away from Pelham's coaching staff over here with the Athletic Journal-Constitution Coach of the Year. Coach Pickens, he's done an excellent job over there.
Yes, he has, Coach. In his time, he's posted a 36-11 record during his tenure at Pelham.
And this is his senior class. Young men that came up with him, growing up under.
Here we go. 3rd and goal.
They're going up the gut, Coach.
Absolutely. And there it is. As Thornton walks in the end zone for a little 1-yard run.
That offensive line did a good job there, opened up a nice hole for him.
That's what I expected to see a little bit more from Thomasville. They do have a pretty nice size offensive line.
I don't know that they were confident or felt like they could actually just punch it in for them, looking at the plays that they're running. What it may be telling us is they figured out something that'll work and get behind those as guard and tackle on that side.
Well, I think they did look a little tentative early. I think the offensive line looked a little tentative. Maybe now they'll try to, rear their heads back and really take over. Because that was pretty good. That was a pretty good drive for after that muff.
Yeah, it didn't have far to go. They got good offensive position in, and they took advantage of it by the mistake by Pelham, uncharacteristic of them. 7-7. You get a chance to see the outstanding crowd here early. Good crowd. A lot of people from Thomasville here for this contest. We got Thomas County and Thomasville High coming up next week. But INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week, we got a doozy coming up. We got Lincoln and Godby. And then on Saturday, by popular demand, we got the middle school jamboree.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, the middle schools have given us outstanding support.
Yes, they have.
The 2 middle school championship games we did last year finished 2nd and 3rd in numbers of viewers on YouTube.
We're going to be reaching out to those middle school athletic directors and head coaches next week.
And
let their kids and parents know and get fired up about the broadcast on Saturday.
They support the middle school kids.
Oh, that's a great kick by Thomasville.
Their kicker there has gotten a lot of accolades by their coach. In all the preseason meetings, he has talked exceptionally high of Hurston Waldrop, said he's one of the top kickers in Georgia.
Yeah, he is a senior, coach.
We saw him last year kicking that ball like that.
That looked really good.
Yeah, he did. 40-yard, 45-yard field goal.
Yep. And then to be able to put it in the end zone is such a major weapon to reduce those returns and keep that field position alive for your defense.
Do most high school coaches have your returner down it, or do they allow them to bring it out?
Oh, no, they're bringing it out.
They're going to bring it out?
Yeah, you're going to put your best athlete back there, and you're expecting them to have a really good return. So when you have a weapon like this that can put that ball in the end zone, it just eliminates one part of your opponent's scheme. Here we go, Pelham.
They turn that corner.
Oh, we had a hold that we got away with right there on that edge.
Number 11, Daryl Stalling, the ball carrier.
Kevin Andrews able to come up with the tackle for Thomasville.
10, Trey Madison, number 31, Kevin Andrews.
He only gained 3 yards. It looked like he got more than that.
2nd and 7 for
Thomasville
Pelham.
better get the defense set a little bit quicker than what they're doing, because Pelham's going to catch them.
You got a mismatch over in the slot. You got a linebacker covering, and they don't exploit it. You did have safety over the top.
Jeff Walker immediately noticed that.
Yeah, he definitely had a mismatch there. You did have a safety over the top, but I would have tried to get behind that linebacker on the seam. And they're keeping him out there spread out.
1st and 10, Hornets at their own 30-yard line.
That's going to be a tough cover for.
Coach, where is Pelham? It's a little bit closer to Albany, isn't it?
Coach, I'm not sure, actually, to be honest with you.
I need to ask the Georgia connoisseur, Jay Quad.
Illegal procedures to call against the Hornets.
Jeff said he wants no parts of that, Coach.
I don't remember driving through it. I've gone to Albany a couple ways, and I know it's back over on that side of.
It's 26 miles away, Coach.
Is it?
Yep.
I noticed Air Force recruits South Georgia a lot, just based on the number of kids that had Air Force as one of their final choices between Thomasville and Pelham.
Oh, wow. Oh, big hit. Hey, it's really a good.
He got a good hit, but he still got 5 yards out of it.
It's going to come back, though. That's a good, it looks like a holding call on Pelham. Coach, that's a good game for these two teams to play. You're not traveling a long distance for a preseason matchup. Gives the kids an opportunity to get out here and get ready for the regular season. So 26 miles is a really good opportunity to get those kids out and ready to go.
6'2", 200 pounds. Darryl Starling, committed to Troy, had offers from West Virginia, Colorado, Georgia Southern, Army, and Air Force. He said he wants engineering, and if Georgia Tech comes to him, he'll go to Georgia Tech. And he's a starting point guard on that basketball team. Average 12 points a game as a junior.
He's got some good size. You got a holding as you had the rush coming off the edge, and he hog-tied number 31, Kevin Andrews.
I remember asking a quarterback one time, how mad do you get when someone gets called for holding? He said, I don't get mad at all. They trying to keep him from hitting me.
That's right. Well, he did a good job right there. He pulled out his lasso and rode that horse down, that steer to the ground.
I'm going to pull out my lasso. I keep smelling that popcorn, boy. I don't need to be smelling that. Good grief. That's the weakness there.
Call against the Hornets again.
That's the 5th flag I remember being called on them already. At this rate, they're liable to have 15 before it's all over with.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something your coaching staff is going to emphasize as you get ready to go into the regular season. You want to cut down on the number of penalties, the amount of penalties as you can. You definitely don't want those to come back and haunt you, especially right here. They get a holding call here. It's going to result in a safety. Oh, he gets rid of it on the hot.
Well, it was a 1st and 37, so.
Davian Rhodes on the catch.
They got to get out here to the 40 for a first down.
And that's not a bad play to go ahead and get the ball out of the quarterback's hands to eliminate that holding possibility in the end zone.
Number 75, Cameron Armster.
That's good foresight by the Pelham coaching staff.
That safety shading over there, we have 3 triplets. Triplets on the top of the screen there.
Daniel Dorsey, offensive coordinator for Pelham.
Flushed him out the pocket this time.
Thomasville is, you got to pull up on that defender. Thomasville is really bringing some heat now.
He really is.
So they have done a good job as well. They played some zone, they played some man, and then now they're also bringing some heat. So everything that they want to get on film, they've been able to do so here in the first half.
You're right about that. And they're doing a very respectable job right here. And the longer they stay in this game, the more confidence they get. This is a very prolific offense. And we got a timeout here. Another water break?
Yeah, we're at that 6-minute mark, Coach.
6:27.
Yeah, they're going to take a mandatory water break. Mandatory water breaks during this time of year.
And INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week will be right back. third down and looks like about 29.
They're bringing that heat again.
Oh,
that
picked it up well.
He picked it up well.
Your big tight end again.
Yeah, he's got to go in and get down right there. Don't take that big shot.
Because they were coming to deliver it for
Yes,
him, weren't
sir. Yeah, 2 around and 1 on each leg, and oh my goodness, they were coming for him. Pretty sure Pelham is going to punt here. Yep, punt team coming on the field.
4th down and 10.
low, but should get a decent roll from it. They still run dangerously close to that ball.
Yeah, no matter how many times you tell them to get away, it's like a magnet for some players.
Run right to it, don't
Just
they?
don't understand it.
Oh, Coach. They say, Coach, you just don't understand
Don't
it.
understand it. Yeah, we got some action over back in Tallahassee.
We do.
Wakulla is up on Madison 20-13 in the second quarter, but the rain is upon them. Childs is up on Godby 14-0. And Rickards and Sandalwood is in a weather delay. Should be kicking off soon from what reports we're receiving.
Okay, thanks, Coach, for that. Thomasville just looks a lot more confident in this as the game goes along. I think they're getting some confidence in their new quarterback. I think they were a little shaky when Chacon left and went to IMG about what their quarterback situation looked like, but I think he may have answered a lot of questions here today, especially doing that.
Yeah, he's going to develop. You can tell he has the potential to have a pretty good season, be able to lead the team in light of their quarterback leaving. I'm pretty sure the Thomasville coaching staff is tired of hearing about the quarterback leaving.
I'm sure, and they got and after a while, you kind of tell your guys about that, about somebody leaving and making it a rallying cry for your team.
Next man up. Yep, this gives an opportunity for somebody else to stand out. Little inside handoff, and it's not going to be enough for a first down.
No, it's not.
I think Thomasville might consider going for this one, Coach.
You think so?
Absolutely. It's a preseason ball game. You want to see what your kids can do on a 4th and 2 in this situation. You may come down to this at the end of a ball game at some point with your back against the wall. They're actually going to bring the kicking team on.
Not a surprise.
Now, with this, you can see what they're doing. We talked about it earlier. They hold their kicking team until they can get them sprinted on. Oh, that's a nice kick. He better stop that ball. And it was too late for him to touch it. But they held the kicking team on the sideline as long as they could, and then that keeps the defense on the field and not allow you to bring your punt return team out.
48-yard punt.
1st and 10, Hornets at their own 11.
But you had called that earlier in the game in terms of them doing that.
Yes, they did.
It's a fine night to be out watching football. Football season's here. A lot of people been waiting on football to get here.
Oh, absolutely. Since the last game of the season last year.
As a coach, since the last season of the game last year.
I'm pretty sure it's not just me, but that break is the longest break ever. Pass out to number 11, Starling. A couple yards on the play. You definitely can see where that ball is, where they're trying to get that ball this season. Out to Starling, get it in his hands and let him make some plays.
Big time player there.
Starling and Rhodes, I believe, as well as Jermaine Johnson, have been the only players to touch the ball offensively for Pelham tonight.
Coach, that's an accurate assessment. Quarterback draw.
Yeah, quarterback draw. Thomasville did a really, really good job.
I'm closing that up.
I'm a little surprised they're not getting the center for some false start. He seems to be moving forward a little bit prior to the snap. He's getting a little rolling start before he snaps the ball. But they're not getting any movement of that Thomasville defensive line.
No, they're not moving them much.
Not at all. They're pretty tough in there.
What adjustments do you see in Thomasville defense as opposed to what they were running the first quarter?
Oh, definitely that blitz when they started bringing that pressure. And they're bringing pressure. Here it comes again, A gap. They're bringing A gap pressure, A and B gap pressure. And then they're playing up tight on the second level. They're trying to get that ball out of the Pelham's quarterback hands. And so they're bringing a lot of pressure, trying to make him move off of his spot, not allow him to stand back there. Because when they did allow him to stand back there, Coach, we know that they were getting it to the big tight end on those seam routes. And that's what hurt them early in the first quarter. That's a nice punt by Pelham. He needs the return guy. When you're playing under these conditions, the return man needs to come up and return that punt. You have to catch it while it's in the air. You don't want it to roll because where it stops is where the offense is going to take over.
33-yard line.
So here we go, 3:16 left in the first half. Thomasville is going to take the ball over on the 33-yard line.
And we have a 7-7 score here. 7-7 here.
Going to be interesting to see what kind of drive they can put together here to end this half.
And INSiiGHTS is taking a break. And we're going to ask the Earl. Our question sent to us by social media is, Earl, give us since you've seen the sports, Florida and Georgia, what's the biggest difference in Florida-Georgia football?
Oh, that big hot button issue right now, Coach. Coach's salary. That's the big topic right now in between Florida and Georgia. That's an easy ask, Earl. I've been on that coaching side where, they're not getting paid what they're worth with regards to the time that they're spending in Florida, whereas in Georgia you have a plethora of coaches earning, head coaches in particular, earning over $100,000 for a year. I believe there are probably about 40-plus coaches in the state of Florida hitting that $100,000 mark. And some of those head coaches are the second highest in the district behind the superintendent. So that's the hot button issue differences right now that we're seeing. Of course, you have the usual, the community support and outreach that these communities give, especially you have a lot more small towns. They really come out and support their teams in our area of North Georgia. South Georgia and as compared to North Florida. So that big topic right there, Coach, salaries in Georgia have gone as high as $141,000. So $100,000 is not out of the ordinary for what's going on in Georgia.
Well, are they doing things other than coaching?
Some of it's you have a little bit of both. You've had some coaches that their only duty is to coach. Now, that means typically that they're coaching, organizing what's going on down at the recreation level, but they also have a hand in what's going on in middle schools as those players get ready to matriculate up to the high school level.
Okay.
You know, now you look in Florida, I believe the highest supplement is $6,900 for a head football coach in Clay County. And Leon County head coaches make about $3,600.
And 35 miles away, you can make over
100,000. 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So are some of the better coaches in Florida leaving to go to Georgia?
Yes, they are. We're seeing some coaches start to make that move. Where you look at what's going on in North Florida, Georgia being right there, close proximity. You got a lot of those guys that are moving on. Oh, that's a nice
missed tackle.
Nice catch and run out there. Yeah, missed tackle, absolutely.
Baker's pass complete to number 11, Ricardo Johnson.
But Coach, Florida ranks near the bottom in coaching salary. But you have the best athletes that are coming out. You know, you have the most representation in the NFL. But you have the least amount of money coming out to the coaches.
I see the question that Ask D. Earl got was one that hit a sensitive topic. You kind of. Oh, nice catch.
Nice pass. Ricardo Johnson on the catch.
Wow.
Ricardo Johnson.
Yeah, Coach, it is a sensitive topic. You got to do better for coaches. You got to do better for teachers in general.
Exactly. If you have a question, make sure you hit us on any of our social media. We'll get Ask the Earl to respond to it. Thank you, Coach Hankerson, former athletic director at Ricketts.
And Pelham forcing
got
Baker.
1:26 left in the first half with the score. Still tied 7-7.
I think that's going to be intentional grounding, Coach. He didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. No. You got defensive holding and illegal hands to the face.
Ball gets moved.
And that couldn't have been intentional grounding as he was well outside the tackle box.
That's 15 yards there.
I'm still thinking about the Ask the Earl question, Coach. I missed that. He was well outside the tackle box.
Give us a question. We'll get Ask the Earl to answer these questions each weekly new section we have.
Oh, he hit the hole, but
got the whole field. He bounced off of it. Didn't wrap it.
Ricky Fulton, the ball carrier.
I want the viewers to know my responses for Ask the Earl are not sanctioned by INSiiGHTS. Be careful what you ask now. These are my independent thoughts only. Oh, nice run.
He broke 2 tackles. He did.
Ricky Fulton really working there as that clock continues to wind down.
50 seconds left. Clock stopped.
I think Thomasville is going to keep that ball on the ground, Coach. They're really trying to establish themselves up front there.
They're going to put it up between the tackles now, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. You notice as they get,
there
it is, and he's going to push him on in. Touchdown.
Wow.
Bulldogs.
Wow. Coach, that was an impressive drive by Thomasville.
It was. Do you notice when they get across midfield, particularly the 30 on in, they establish a running game, a heavy running game. They try to use the pass to get inch down, get a little closer, but once they get to that 30, they really try to establish their run game, and they did it again right here on that drive.
Yeah, they are obviously searching for their identity, and I think they found it. Score now 14-7, 34.5 seconds left in the second quarter. INSiiGHTS will be back.
Kicking goal for Thomasville, number 35, Hurston Walter.
we're back. This has become a very interesting game.
Thomasville definitely has found some momentum here in the second quarter.
They really have.
They've owned the second quarter, that's for sure. And offsides on that kick.
And another kick that went into the end zone.
Hey, Coach, which is really unnecessary. It's not as if they're going to return the kick.
Oh, force a habit, Coach.
That's definitely not a penalty that Coach Grage wants to see. I tell you one thing, it's gonna tell us whether or not Hurston Waldrop can get it in the end zone from 5 yards further.
What do you guess? I would say.
I believe so.
I think so too. Coach, most of the penalties that Thomasville have made have been on the special teams on the kickoff unit. They've pretty much been pretty disciplined on offense.
Yep.
Outside of the first quarter, the second quarter was a complete turnaround in terms of their execution and poise. And as we have said, establishing their identity, which we think is more run than pass.
There's the kick, and just as we expected, in the end zone.
Coach, I think he took that as a challenge.
Coach, that is a weapon. That is really a weapon. And then also considering on the offensive side, when they get in field goal range, I would imagine he could kick field goals 50 yards, definitely 45 plus.
Yeah, we've seen 40 at least last year.
So that's a major weapon to have, a great kicker, and he's definitely going to be at the next level.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. 34 seconds left in the half. What do you call here, Coach?
Run the ball and go to the locker room. Got trips right.
Even in the scrimmage, you think that's what he'll do?
Yes, sir. And that's it. All right. Now you pick up a first down here now. Jermaine Johnson. Now with 25 seconds left, you got some decent field position.
At the 35. What do you call now, Coach?
I'm going to run it again. See what we can get.
They don't seem to be in
any
hurry.
They're in no hurry. They didn't make an attempt to get to the line, so.
They might not even hike this.
He'll put it in his belly. Drop back to pass. Patterson out. He needs to get down. Go ahead and end the quarter.
I don't know what he called himself with that hop, skip, and a jump. 14-7. Halftime. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We will be right back. Oh, you got. We on, Jeff? Right. He turns us on right when I get my popcorn. 13 seconds ago, I think it's going to be a little bit longer before they kick off because the teams are actually just coming out. You think they're going to give them 3 more? There's the horn. No. Yeah, they're in the end zone. And we're getting ready to kick off.
Second half.
Another one into the end zone.
Oh, yeah, he drilled it. Definitely looking forward to seeing what both teams come out and do in the second half. Pelham has tried to establish themselves in the passing game, but they may need to try to reverse course and establish themselves in the run game, Coach.
Well, that's what Thomasville did.
Yes, they did. But again, they do it in spots. They do it in spurts.
I think old habits die hard. And I think that traditionally they've been 60, 65 to 30 pass run.
Yeah, clearly when Thomasville makes up their mind to run the ball, they have been able to. There we go. That's the same way the game started off with the quarterback keep, I believe, for Pelham. Goes nowhere.
Yeah, 0. Thomasville kids, you know, I want to. It's a game of ebbs and flows. First quarter belonged to Pelham. Second to Thomasville.
Thomasville keeping that momentum on that first play right out of the gate. The screen.
Oh.
That could have been picked off and returned for 6. The defender didn't see the ball, but it was right there for his taking. Pelham's been very vanilla on offense. Think about what you've seen. You've seen quarterback draw. You've seen screen. And you've seen the inside handoff.
Yeah, but
that
to
trap.
be vanilla, we still don't execute well to be a veteran ball club.
Yeah, here early on with these leaders that they have returning.
Right.
And that's Thomasville gonna eat that up. Defender was in press coverage early on, and then he retreated out. And I think Pelham thought that they could get that little quick pass out there. That just gave him time to see it develop, and he was able to make the stop.
You're right about that. Thomasville flying to the ball, which has been their trademark.
So Pelham comes out really, really slow and lethargic coming out of the half. As that possession only took about a minute and maybe a minute and a half. Oh, okay.
Good return.
So they're going to be live in the second half. We didn't get the memo, but we'll find out if they continue to return.
Ball at the 37.
Those just joining us here in the first half, they had the rules constituted that special teams was not live. Well, that's our first real live action on special teams in the game, so maybe they're changing that up in the second half.
We will see.
Thomasville coming out, taking over possession, 37-yard line. Ronnie Baker at quarterback. And flag on the play, false start. Thomasville.
Uncharacteristic of them in the first half. They really didn't make. They didn't have many flags called on.
After the 5-yard mark off, 1st and 15. Oh, nice run right up the gut.
Still running.
And that big back is still moving those legs. That's number 33, Sharman O'Neal. He's a senior at running back.
Well, what we talked about in terms of them being able to establish themselves running the ball, and that's been the key for them in this game. They've been able to run it at will.
You got twins to both sides. Strength to the right, quick pass out.
Well, he destroyed that blocker out there.
Yeah,
outstanding defensive play.
Peyton Singletary on the reception. Coach, one thing we talked about earlier, and it's still showing here, Thomasville has been able to show multiple sets on offense, but they're also getting more people involved offensively. Whereas Pelham, the game has really been between 3 guys touching the ball. Now you bring in O'Neal in the backfield, who gave you a great run.
Nice catch, low pass.
Nice catch out to Ricardo Johnson. They're really trying to spread the ball around and get some people involved.
Pass complete to number 11, Ricardo Johnson.
Thomasville really doing a good job in that aspect.
Number 4, Jermaine Johnson.
They really are.
Also now we saw here in the first half, once they got into positive territory, they established the run a little bit more. But here they've decided to throw the ball, and looks like a run here. Oh, little play action pass out to the corner. He's wide open. Late on the pass.
Yes, very late.
Yeah, Ronnie Baker really, really late on that pass out there. That corner route was wide open out of the break. Pelham had not covered the receiver coming out of the break. And so once again, they'll see that on film, and they'll make that correction over throughout this week. Because that was really a nice play that was set up.
It really was.
Third down, quarterback draw. And Baker is going to pick up a first down.
He does a good job with that.
Tackle made by number 8 on Darius Perry.
He got to the hole a little quicker that time than he did in the first half. He made his mind. He's making better and quicker decisions.
Dogs have the ball first and 10 at the Hornet 14.
Growing up a little bit in front of our eyes here, Coach.
Think so. He's doing a good job. Oh, there's O'Neal. Hey, that's a really, really strong run. We didn't see him in the first half, but he's definitely doing a pretty good job on the 2 touches he's had here in the second half, third quarter.
Able to turn that corner a little bit better.
He showed a little burst of speed there as well.
Yeah, especially for a running back that size.
O'Neal gonna get it again. Oh, got toppled there. He was ruled down.
33, Sherman O'Neal, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 4,
It was
Jermaine Johnson.
2nd and 3. It might be 3rd and 1 now. I don't think Thomasville is going to do much but run right up the middle.
Yeah, we'll see run here. And I think he did enough.
Number 36, Bo
No, he's going to come up short.
Come up a little short
Yeah,
there.
coming up short, 4th down. O'Neal got toppled on that previous carry, and they pulled him out of the game for that possession. That definitely would have been his territory right there on 3rd and short. Thomasville's going to go for it. Pelham, he needs to snap the ball. Pelham defender just did get off. That's going to be enough for a first down for Thomasville. That's a really good run by Jashawn Thornton.
He just ran over the grass that time. There was a lot of debris at his feet, but it just tripped him up, and he was able to fall forward, get the first down.
He really got behind his pads and wasn't going to be stopped right there.
You know, Pelham hadn't shown the ability to stop them inside that 5 today.
And this is definite run. Oh.
Call it, Jeff. Jeff called it.
Well out of bounds.
Baker's pass intended for number 11, Ricardo Johnson, goes incomplete.
Our spotter, cameraman, part-time announcer, jack of all trades, Jeff Walker called it on the play.
Look here, I saw a flashback right there. Seattle Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. We throwing the ball from the 1.
From the 1.
Let's put it in his belly, coach, and get it in the end zone.
Well, like you said earlier, trying to put some things on film.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Easy.
Yeah, they didn't touch him till he was 2 yards into the end zone.
That's easy, coach. Number 26, Malik Harper. 5'6" sophomore. Looks a little taller than 5'6".
20-7. He's liable to kick this extra point over the fence over there.
I would imagine so. Yes, sir.
And over the fence. 21-7. 6:45 left. And we'll be back. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. Taking a break.
INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week at you can see the best high school.
All your chicken,
kick, and in the end zone as expected. And so Pelham will come out.
If there's one thing that's been consistent in this game, is the kickoff is going in the end zone.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Coach.
Now, does Pelham stay in their game plan, or do they play as if they're 2 touchdowns behind?
Well, I definitely think they have to play as if they're 2 touchdowns behind.
So they're going to play to win this rather than.
I'll tell you one thing we haven't seen is a semblance of a 2-minute offense. And answering that question, they're not coming out 5 wide.
Okay.
So clearly they're going to try to throw the ball or quarterback draw. And that pass falls incomplete.
It didn't fall incomplete. He dropped it. Looked like it hit him in the helmet. Yeah. Threw it any harder, it would have got stuck in there.
I say touched everything but his feet.
Oh.
Still in a 5 wide set.
Got to help your quarterback out on that one.
Now Johnson now coming to the backfield. Gives us trips right. Yeah, now they're motioning back out.
Taking their time, taking a lot of time. 5 seconds left. 4, 3.
He expected the receiver to come in motion, but he did not and had to snap the ball.
At that time, he didn't try to take anybody on with that little hop, skip, and a jump move. He went on and
No, he did
sauntered
not.
out of bounds.
Coach, one thing we want to remind fans this year, new rule change, the 40-second play clock. So once the play is over, they're going to immediately put 40 seconds on the play clock and start it. So that's going to be a little adjustment.
And what was the purpose of that rule, Coach?
Just to be able to get the ball spotted quicker, get things rolling a little bit faster in between plays. I tell you what. Oh, that
Both receivers down here. One looks like he got a cramp. Both of them fell.
Sails way out of bounds.
Both of them fell. One caught his cramp. They tried to help him up. He rolled over.
Coach, I'm thinking about those teams that really run the ball. Say a Madison or a Wakulla. Teams like that really establish the run, and that's the major part of their offense.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, you can get 3 or 4 first downs in a possession and run out the entire clock with this new 40-second rule. So something to think about as you see throughout the season.
And INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week.
INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week has returned for its 4th year. You can see the best high school team for the Thomasville area. And I just sponsoring our Leadership Academy and the Thomasville
Hello, I'm Lynn County Sheriff Walt McNeil with a reminder, the decisions you make now can impact the rest of your life. One bad decision could lead to trouble. Surround yourself with positive people. Being with the wrong crowd can land you behind bars. And don't make yourself a target. Protect your personal identity, like your social security number and banking information. Your future is as bright as you want it to be. Play hard, but work harder. I'm Sheriff Walt McNeil, and I'm all in.
Young guys got to really hydrate, coach, and get themselves prepared throughout the week.
Plus, in this heat, the way it is, he's got room to return this one.
Oh, that's holding. He's still holding. They never called it, though.
Number 27, Jimmy Powell.
Or maybe did we see a flag now?
I don't see the flag.
Is that a towel?
Yeah, that was about a 20-yard return there.
Yeah, that's flag. He definitely was holding.
Yeah,
his blocker out was definitely holding. I mean, he grabbed him from behind.
Let's say, Coach, no surprise with that one, huh?
No, not at all. But back to that hydration, making sure you hydrate throughout the week, guys. Can't just be on game day. It's got to start early. Got to put back in just as much as you give out.
Exactly.
Hello, I'm Sheriff
Thomasville Legends is a place for you to go for your chicken. It's a short ride down Thomasville High.
Obviously so.
Obviously so.
1st and 10, Thomasville from the 40-yard line.
We're going to roll with it.
And we got motion. And there's that hesitation in the decision-making again for Baker. If he goes ahead and makes a decision quick, he probably picks up quite a bit of yardage right there.
There was no separation on any receiver that was out in the pattern. Nobody was open. He tried to buy some time. Didn't work for him. He didn't hesitate this time, Coach.
That was called.
Right. 3rd down now.
Didn't get much, though.
Looks like 3rd and about 7. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. 21-7.
I think
Thomasville High up on Pelham.
I think what's so interesting about that is you've got some backs in the backfield to hand the ball off. No need to have your quarterback taking hits right here. Oh, swing pass might have been open. Seam was open.
Well, actually, the quarterback draw is what opened it up for him in the first quarter. Towards the end of the quarter, that kind of leaned on that to get him started a little bit. So that's not surprising to me that they went with it. Coach, we just talked about his leg.
Wow, 53 yards.
Coach, we've talked about it.
Here we go. 53-yard attempt.
Scrimmage.
By Haldrop.
Bad
snap. Yeah, the snap alleviated that opportunity. So he didn't get a chance to really put his foot into it.
Coach, I wanted to see him try.
I did too. I stood up for it.
Yeah. No, is that why you stood up?
Yes, sir.
I thought you were looking to see if the nachos were going by.
No.
Thomasville might be pretty good this year, Coach.
No. Coach, no nachos. Just quinoa and seaweed for me, I think.
No, man, you just ate a pack of popcorn. How you going to say that? Offer you some popcorn, you take the whole bag.
Yes, sir. It was good, too.
Yeah, it was.
First down, Pelham from the 45-yard line coming off the edge. Thomasville.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's really a big hit. Number 10, Trey Madison. Outside linebacker, 5'10", 211-pound senior.
Coach Maurice Freeman from Brooks County would like that because he brought the hammer.
Yeah.
Brought the hammer.
Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Hornets. Three-man front for Thomasville, but they're going to bring something. Didn't bring it behind it.
Timing off on that. He was good to be able to get the snap that rolled to him.
Yeah, I think Patterson not having the night that he probably anticipated.
Well, that one wasn't all on him. The timing was off on that so bad, but, you know, he hasn't really been sharp with his passes anyway.
3rd and 11.
Actually, the offense is stuttering. For a team that scored over 70 points, 60 points, 50 points, they were prolific in scoring last year. Excellent test for Thomasville early. 3rd and 10.
Back to pass, Patterson. He's on the run now. An almost acrobatic catch.
Actually, that wasn't a bad toss compared to some of the other ones that he's made. Would have been for a first down if he could have held on to it.
Punt team coming out for Pelham. They've been getting a lot of work.
Yeah, they have. They scored that one touchdown on the miscue by Thomasville. It gave them excellent field positioning for the rest of the game so far, which has been 2.5 quarters since that time. Thomasville's defense has really stunted the progress of the Pelham offense.
Back deep for Thomasville, number 27, Jimmy Baldry.
Thomasville is going to pop one of these punts.
And there's a kick.
Fumbled
Oh,
it.
he muffed it.
But Coach, he dropped it, then he looked at it like he wasn't going to pick it up.
Yeah, he did. Fall on it. How about that?
How about it? They got their back against the wall this time. They're down around the 15.
You know, Jimmy Bowdry did a pretty good job on his earlier 2 returns.
Okay, INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We're just taking a break, and we'll be back.
And number 10, Jeremiah.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Walton.
Crawfordville Legends is a place for you to go for your chicken. It's a short ride down Crawfordville Highway, located at 2120 right across the street. You can get all your fried chicken needs, including chicken wings and chicken tenders. Let's go to place. The moment chicken sandwich made from whole chicken breast is just exactly right. You can even order hot.
Brings up 2nd down and about 6.
I really want to see them get a little bit more offensive line move.
Yeah, we got a false start there.
They've kind of toned the offense down a little bit now. It's like we're playing to get out of here this time now.
That's the feel that you get.
Isn't it?
It's the feel that you get. They're just trying to, they seem to have done the things that they wanted to do. And now they're trying to get out of here almost. Quarterback is back to pass. He needs to throw that away. And he does. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pelham's defense hadn't given them much in the air. When they've been able to score, it's been on the ground, Coach. But what you called is once they get down inside the 40, 45, they kind of go exclusively on the ground. But you have to get to the 40, 45 for them to be able to do that.
Yeah, to get there. Coming out, trips left. Strength to the left.
He's watching
right
all
down
the way.
the seam. Did he hold on to it?
He did.
Yes, he did. Peyton Singletary with the nice reception from Baker. That's going to move the chains and give the Bulldogs a first down.
Peyton Singletary going to the University of Cincinnati. Plays basketball as well.
Oh, Thomasville right up the gut.
Number 9, Ricky Fulton. And ball
Nice
carrier.
throw to Singletary.
Tackle made by 8 on Darius Perry.
I really like what Thomasville does, Coach, with the multiple looks on offense that they give you.
Hey, you like that, huh?
Yes, I do. O'Neal did not get to that edge like he really wanted to. Yeah, those multiple looks, Coach, really gives the defense something to think about.
Grant Conjure, 3.7 season, got the Arthur Woodard Academic Student of the Game. We'll see you in May at our end of the year dinner for our academic award winners. Thank you to the Woodard Foundation of Miami, Florida.
Now we got trips right. And there's, oh! Pelham did a good job reading that one.
They did. They also wasn't on target with that one. Threw behind him and almost right into the cornerback, sliding into that spot.
Yep.
Almost a big mistake for him.
Linebacker dropped right out in coverage to it. He read it really well.
He did.
And Waldron coming out to punt.
Back deep for the Hornets, number 1, Reggie Walker.
Pelham actually did get their return team on the field. More so that, oh, the fake. And there he is. Number 10, Trey Madison on the fake. Wow, Coach, we've had it all here.
Hey, that's what I wanted to see. It's a scrimmage exhibition
Yes,
game.
sir.
Pull out the stops. Put something on tape.
Got a little exotic right there.
Yes, it did. Give the kids something to be excited about. You know they love those kind of plays.
It does, Coach. I'm not quite sure, though, I would have pulled that out. I don't want people to kind of really see that right now. But, hey, they needed to see what it looked like, I guess.
Well, he wanted to put it out so his team could, you know, that film study. They're probably watching INSiiGHTS later on tonight and watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
They say Maurice Freeman from Brooks County will be watching it.
Yes, goodness.
Let's say INSiiGHTS high school game of the week. We're taking a break, but we will be back, and that's a fact.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Walton.
Thomasville Living is a place for you to go for your chicken. It's a short ride down Thomasville Highway, located at 2120 right across the street. You can get all your chicken wings and chicken fingers in just on the chicken sandwich bag, over the bread, and dressing stacks in ice. You can even order hot chicken wings and WC hot. Don't need to go to
I would suspect might see him. Uh-oh, going over the top.
And he's got him. He's got him. Yes, sir. That's number 17, Boomer Slocum.
Slocum.
5'9", senior receiver.
That's a 135?
155. Coach, I tell you, once again, I really like what Thomasville is doing here. They're getting people involved in the game. A lot of touches from a lot of different guys with the multiple looks on offense that they're giving. And so you really spreading the wealth right here tonight.
26, Malik Harper, the ball carrier.
Well, you did say Maurice Freeman. He's watching.
1, Reggie Walker. Number 12, Doug Pearl.
Maurice Freeman, what's up, Foot? We appreciate you, Coach. We looking forward to seeing Brooks County. We got you about 2 or 3 times this year. Appreciate the love. He said he saw that fake punt. He turned in. Oh. Yes. Yes, sir. You called that one.
Crawfordville Lenny's is a place for you to go for your chicken. It's a short drive down Crawfordville Highway, located at 2120, right across the street. You can get all your fried chicken needs, including chicken wings and chicken tenders in your choice of flavors. The boneless chicken sandwiches are made from whole chicken breast and dressed exactly how you want. You can even order hot chicken, H-A-W-T hot. No need to go to Nashville. It has a great slow burn to it. Try it. We do chicken right.
You have this type of atmosphere pretty much on both sides of the line. And, yeah, these kids coming out and having a good time in a positive atmosphere. What else can you ask for?
Not much. You can't ask for more than that.
That pass falls incomplete.
Let's see if Pelham can do
Baker.
something this time to stop Thomasville. Once they get inside that 10, they have not been able to slow them down much at all.
Now we got 3rd and 9 coming out. Trips left for Thomasville. Baker.
Yeah,
Oh, we got a false start. That's going to back them up a little bit more.
One of the few times they've made a mistake on that offensive line.
I can see being conservative right here, maybe handing the ball off. You have a very good kicker in your arsenal. So you got to look to come away with points here. Baker back to pass on the slant. There it is again, Coach. Like we talked about, spreading the wealth.
Spreading the wealth.
To Rajay Felton that time on the reception. I think that is that going to be enough for a first down?
It should be. No, it's not.
Not quite, but they're going to go for it. And right up the gut to number 9, Ricky Fulton for the touchdown. He's a freshman, Coach.
Well, talking about spreading the wealth, everybody getting a chance.
Spreading the wealth. This is a thing of beauty right here. Thomasville doing an outstanding job of getting these kids, everybody involved in the offense, in the scoring on these possessions. Very impressed with what we're seeing right here tonight.
Yeah, that makes it 27-7 before this extra point.
Go ahead and put the point in the book, Coach.
Oh, yeah,
Even with the bad snap.
Even with the bad snap. And it's good. 28-7. 36 seconds left.
Thomasville really doing a great
Crawfordville
job.
Lenny's is a place for you to go for your chicken. It's a short drive down Crawfordville Highway, located at 2120, right across the street from Earl. You can get all your fried chicken needs, including chicken wings and chicken tenders in your choice of flavors. The boneless chicken sandwiches are made from whole chicken breast and dressed exactly how you want it. You can even order hot chicken, H-A-W-T hot. No need to go to Nashville. It has a great slow burn to it. Try it. We do chicken right. Crawfordville Lenny's both day and night.
And we're back for another kickoff that'll go into the end zone.
I'm pretty sure it will. You would show the Crawfordville Indies commercial right there, Coach.
You know, those are our sponsors that we love. We love Crawfordville Indies.
Look here, nothing better to top that off than some vanilla bean lemonade by Miss B.
Uh-oh. Let's get it started.
We'll be talking about it all season, folks.
That hot chicken.
All right, kicked it short, but he took. Did his knee touch the ground?
Hornets will put the ball in play first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, so I guess if you receive the kick in the field of play, then you You can take it at the. Oh, was that the fair catch rule? Did you see a fair catch?
I did not.
That is another rule. If you fair catch, you can receive the ball at the 30 as opposed to having to continue the run. So that's something else for another change in high school sports. Try to add a little safety component and take out some of the contact.
Okay.
Trips right for Pelham. Strength to the right. That pass falls incomplete.
Patterson's pass intended for number 11. Daryl Starling goes incomplete.
I'd like to see Pelham in a couple weeks to see how they do. They obviously are not playing like they did last year. They're trying to replace their player of the year. But for a senior quarterback and receivers that he's had, kind of surprised that they did not look any more cohesive than they did. But let's give some credit to that Thomasville defense. They look a little confused with that zone coverage that they're running on. You got 28-7, 25 seconds left in the third. I see we had he threw that up top.
That falls incomplete. Just really haven't been able to get anything going.
Shout out to Jackie Morales, mother of Kamari at University of North Carolina, tight end from Lincoln High School. (28-7), 18 seconds left. I still anticipate he might pop one of these punts.
Oh, a couple moves there.
Flag down.
We got flag on the plate.
Again, he took two hits. They never wrapped it. I think they watch that on TV too much, trying to deliver a big blow rather than wrap somebody up. That's fundamentals there.
Absolutely.
And that wasn't as big a flag as they had on the last kickoff when they were holding all the way down the field on the punt, rather.
You got some Pelham players laboring, Coach.
But a lot of them playing both ways.
Yeah, they are. Even the quarterback is coming back out on defense right now. Also got Daryl Starling. He's been playing both ways. He's trying to get him a little rest right here.
And I don't think we see the same thing on the Thomasville side.
No, not with those look like
those
90.
numbers they got, almost 90
almost
kids.
100 players out there.
Right.
What I'm wondering is the fourth quarter, are we going to see mass subs to get those kids an opportunity to get in here too?
Now you talk mass substitutions from Pelham or Thomasville?
Thomasville.
Oh, they're going to re-kick the ball. Okay, offsetting penalties. The coach is up in the box here. That means the guys from Pelham's going to have to run this field again. They all, as you said, they're already laboring.
I don't think they're looking forward to it.
Doug Pearl's back to punt for the Hornets.
Even the referee, he didn't hustle after that. He did a slow limp walk over there.
So Pelham lines up for the kick. Boundary back once again
Yeah,
to
because
receive.
he could have picked that off his foot. He was in there so long. He was in there
Once
so
again,
quick.
Coach, why not get out of the way?
Why not get out of the way on the punt?
3 or 4 of them went to the ball that time. Understand that if it touches you, it is live.
It is live.
They're going to have to clean that up.
And that ends the fourth quarter. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be back for the fourth quarter.
Crawfordville Lenders is a place for you to go for your chicken. It's a short drive down Crawfordville Highway, located at 2120, right across the street from Wall. You can get all your fried chicken needs, including chicken wings and chicken tenders in your choice of flavors. The boneless chicken sandwiches are made from whole chicken breast and dressed exactly how you want it. You can even order hot chicken, H-A-W-T hot. No need to go to Nashville. It has a great slow burn to it. Try it. We do chicken right. Crawfordville Lenders both day and night.
And we got the lights up.
Fourth quarter.
Yes, sir. I like when they do that. I like that.
So many traditions and pageantry over at Thomasville.
Pageantry. Coach, I'm getting a little worried about you. You in midterm form in the first game. A lot of syllables in these words.
And as expected, quarterback change for Thomasville.
Not much there.
That's number 16, Justin Denson now.
The spotter talking about the yellow shoes on Pelham. Matching the shoes that go with the uniforms from the University of Oregon.
Oh, got a mishap there. Fall on it, quarterback. No need to take that hit. Just fall
Especially
on it,
since he
keep
dropped the
possession.
ball. Yeah. Quarterback change, getting a look, giving some people a chance to play. As you say, it was almost 90 players over there.
Absolutely, it's time. It was time.
Yeah, 28-7. 11:02 left.
Back for the pass, and
Not a bad throw or catch.
no, receiver takes a big hit, but he holds on. That's Denson to number 89, Javion Cody, as he goes up and makes the grab.
That's the senior quarterback, Justin Duncan Benson. Before we had to Cairo moved to Thomasville, he probably thought he was going to be the starting quarterback this year. Not bad, Coach. You got 4th and 7. Oh, boy. Delayed game.
Been the first time in a while that Thomasville has punted, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Back deep for Pelham, number 10, Jeremiah Stewart.
No sense of urgency to get that special team out there.
No, they're gonna use clock as much as possible. And plus with the substitutions, Coach, you got guys not really sure about them going into the game.
Okay.
Even put a new punter in the game.
I don't even think I didn't think half of the kick team even knew where the ball was.
Yep, definitely get those young guys in the game. You see a little level of drop off, but they need the opportunity to get out there and play.
At 28-7, 9:43 left in the fourth quarter.
Listen, you're always one play away from being in the game. That's something that those guys have to remember.
Oh, absolutely.
And even Pelham has brought out guys in the fourth quarter. This clearly was a pre-planned thing by the coaches to allow the young kids to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, snap over his head. Fall on it.
Coach, I don't think it was predetermined as much as the score determined. It's 28-7. It's the time to let them play in the fourth. I believe if it had still been 14-7 or 10-7, we would have seen the starters into the fourth quarter some more.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
But also it's a conditioning thing as well. We see some of the starters from Pelham down here right in front of us, and they look beat.
Definitely laboring. Still got some work to do. Hydration issues are always something that are concerning.
He turned that corner, Coach.
Oh, nice tackle. Nice tackle by number 30, Evan Wynn. But hydration issues and conditioning in general.
Are the water breaks a state regulation?
Yes.
Okay, because they don't have theirs aren't as frequent as we have them in Florida.
Yeah, they should be every 6 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't seen that.
We actually in the second half we have not seen them.
Okay.
That's very interesting.
Again, next week we have Lincoln and Godby next Friday. That's going to be a humdinger bomb burner. Better go to Crawfordville Lindy's, get you some chicken. Then we got collegiate season getting ready to kick off. FAMU at UCF, 2 weeks away.
Oh, yeah. Little scores, a few scores back in Tallahassee. Godby was down early, 14-0. They're now in the lead, 33-17 over Childs.
Oh, they woke up in a big time.
They woke up, and which is going to set that game up with them versus Lincoln. Lincoln was rained out last night versus Gadsden County. University Christian 21, Florida High 14, end of the third. DeAndre McCray for North Florida, he's picking up where he left off as he returned a kickoff back for a touchdown for North Florida Christian. And that was the first play of their game versus Bluntstown.
Big hole. Ooh.
Oh, nice stiff arm.
That was a late hit. Nice run there, Coach.
Yes, that was a nice run.
And a big-time stiff arm.
The Wakulla-Madison game was canceled due to lightning after Wakulla was leading 27-20.
Man, that was a great stiff arm. I hadn't gotten over that. He pushed him out the way like I move people when I'm going to get my ribs. Jeff Walker was trying to get my rib off stiff arm. We don't get that plate. Nobody back in punt formation this time. Now that was his best kick of the night. He'll get a good roll off of that.
Oh, he didn't, his feet touched the line. He didn't save it. What are they giving him, Coach?
They're giving it to him on the 2.
Oh, he definitely went in the end zone
He definitely went in the end zone. Yes, he did.
I'm pretty sure Thomasville is going to run this ball heavy coming out.
Okay, INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week has returned for its 4th year. You can see the best high school teams in the North Florida and South Georgia area. INSiiGHTS is a part of the community, sponsoring our Leadership Academy and the Dr. Arthur Wood.
They have to run now. Up. He almost didn't get out of the end zone.
And I think he fumbled the ball. He did fumble.
Wow.
I do believe. I think Pelham has the ball.
Wow, Coach.
Yeah, even with the backups, you want to have some ball security.
Hey, first team defense comes out of.
No, they still got those young guys in. So Pelham takes over.
Our coach, the
Opportunity to
Pelham
score.
benches moved down here to the 25-yard line. Pull for their teammates.
Quarterback draw. Or quarterback lead, I should say. I thought he got in for the touch, and he did.
28-13. Oh, and here comes the adventure. I can. I did, yeah.
Oh, we got a false start over on the edge there.
Oh, that was a good kick.
Officials kind of letting some things go. They had a false start on the edge.
That was
They
a
didn't
good
call it.
kick. Good kick. I'm glad because Pelham is going to need him. Good kick. 28-14. And we're getting ready. Coach, what happens now if you have you got onside kick?
No, sir. I'd be stunned.
Coach is talking to him right there.
He is. He looks like he's trying to set something up. But it may be personnel getting these guys where they need to be.
You think that's what it is?
Yes, he's calling guys out. He's looking at his personnel sheet.
That's a good shot there, J Quad Media.
Backing for the Dogs, number 26, Malik Harper, and number 29, Stephon Henderson.
Coach
Now-
in shape there. He look like he can go out and hit a few people.
Now the quarterback, Patterson, he does a lot, Coach.
Jeff Walker called us a first team kick team.
First
out there.
team kick team. Patterson is the kickoff specialist as well, I see.
Yeah, you got to close this gap a little bit just for some morale with your team. You know, you got a team with championship aspirations. You need some things to be able to draw positively from it. So they want to finish strong.
Nice
Oh,
kick
nice kick.
in the end zone.
Kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
So he does
First and
everything.
10, Thomasville at their own 20.
Yeah, it's going to bring Thomasville out to the 20-yard line. Start this possession.
6:44 left in the game.
I'm pretty sure they talked about
Boy,
ball
that's
security.
my ref right there. He's not walking. He's not going to jog to get nothing. Walk like his feet hurt him. A couple of these refs had missed the dinner bell.
Thomasville still getting a signal from the sideline. 1st and 10. Back in motion. And he's able to make the catch and pick up a first
Get
down.
a first down off of it.
Seconds
Little
back.
extended handoff right there.
Yeah, but Pelham has sniffed that out most of the game.
Tackle made by number 6, Brandon.
It's actually the way Thomasville started the game. So we might be seeing the same script for the second team as we saw for the first coming out. If that is true, they'll make this pass out here to the right this time. And back didn't hit the hole. Decided to try to take it out wide. That'll be something they talk about.
Where's it going to get marked at?
Back where progress was stopped.
37,
So he's
Jake
gonna
Hall.
lose. He's gonna lose a couple yards.
Actually, progress was stopped further back than that. A little bit closer to the 25.
I think so as well.
2nd and 13. Clock moving. Uh-oh.
Cut up.
They turned it back in. Good
That's
run.
a good decision.
Jaden Austin, the ball carrier.
Good job by the young back.
Tackle made by number 35, Teron Cody.
Pelham needs to stop.
3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Oh, bobbled the handoff.
Oh, went head hunting in. Those look like the horses on the Pelham defense now. Yeah, they put the horses back in there.
The tackle made by number 31, Trey Wilson.
Kick team drop back in formation. Thomasville waiting like they're going to go for it.
Oh, they actually do.
I was waiting to see.
Oh, he's open on the corner. Get rid of it. Oh, had a big. Oh, nice. He bobbled
Wow.
the reception and caught by number 48,
They got set up for that one, Coach.
Demario Thurman.
They got set up for that one. That's how they've been doing it every field goal possession. I mean, punt possession. And all of a sudden, the deep punt man said, you know what? They're not punting this.
Right. Quarterback took a shot there, but he was able to get it out to Thurman.
Coach Grage actually the one taking the shot. He kind of dialing up some things here. He's changed his personnel, but he's still throwing a few.
Yeah, just as aggressive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Tackle made by number 77, Donovan Edwards. Number 60,
He sure was.
Yep, the safety back. And I don't think he ever recognized what was going on.
Coach going to score.
Hand off.
Number 87.
There it goes to number 87.
Down there, we're about to 17 or so. First down.
Malik Duncan on the carry.
3:23,
Tackle made by
28-14.
number 23, Antarius Parker. 1st and 10, Thomasville at the Hornet 21.
Thomasville really looked good tonight, Coach.
They really did.
They started out slow in the first quarter, but they have pretty much dominated the remainder of the game.
Number 37,
We
Jaden
got a
Austin,
2nd and 8, it
carrier.
looks like. Clock still moving. Inside 3 minutes, 2:57.
Tackle
2:53,
made by number 10,
2:52.
Jeremiah
But you're right, Coach
Stewart,
Dave.
number 77,
They have
Donovan
looked well.
Edwards.
They haven't made many mental mistakes in their formation, their holding. They've done a decent job.
Oh, another bobble snap.
They
Fall
get
down,
out.
young man. Save yourself some yardage.
16, Parker Beckham, the ball carrier.
You got a 3rd down and 2:24 to go.
Tackle made by number 5, Jalen Coco.
I just don't think your quarterback was quite ready for that. No, they hit him right in the hands.
Screen, trying to set it up. Oh, nice play by Pelham.
Why did he stop, Coach, when he had it the first time?
Just being young, Coach. These are your young guys. You're not going to see the crisp execution that you typically would see. As you stated, I think all of them stopped, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, the execution just wasn't there.
Coach, and we'll take a break. 1:48 left, but we'll come right back and answer you, Coach Freeman. And we're back. And Coach Freeman said he missed the first 2 quarters. We let him know he can go back and see the whole game.
Oh, that's a big boy right there.
Oh, that's a whale swallow.
Oh,
He swallowed him
goodness
whole.
gracious. Wow. Number 77, not listed on the roster for Pelham. They probably did leave some of the young guys off.
One of our spotters said he'll be on the JV. I don't know how.
Not
he
for
just
long.
transferred?
Listen,
Oh.
not for long.
Okay. So he's a junior. He's got to sit the year. He can play
wow.
JV, can't play varsity. He's a beast. Thank you to the Pelham coaches for telling us that. Last name Edwards for the college coaches who might see this. You might want to keep an eye on this young man. He's a big one.
Number 14, Sheree Randall's pass is complete to number 7, Cameron Bailey. Tackle made by
Cousin of
number
Grover
7,
Straight and
Colby
playing with the
Jones.
Colts. His first cousin. Wow. Thank you, coaches. Jeez. Transfer has to sit out this year, can play JV. He's going to absolutely terrorize.
He's going to, yes, that's not going to be fun for JV
for anybody.
guys.
He'll be recruited off the JV team.
It's almost unfair that he had. That doesn't work right there.
Woo! Say JV 12-0.
Yeah, you're punishing the JV opponents. Woo! So I guess the transfer rule here in Georgia is you have to sit out a year and only play JV. That's not fair, Coach.
Wow. Hey, I like anything to keep kids from transferring. I'm not really. Pick.
Got the pick.
Actually, it was a good tackle because I thought it was going to be a pick 6.
I can understand your point, Coach, but think about the competitive disadvantage of those JV kids having to block him all night. My goodness. There's got to be another way.
Not by blocking him.
No, sir.
Hey, you just better hope he doesn't come angry that day.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Well, that was a nice interception by Thomasville. Defensive back read it very well and able to get the pick.
28-14.
36 seconds remaining.
Left. As Jeff Walker says, the smallest guy on the team. Not taking a knee, doesn't it?
Wow, look at that, Coach.
There he is again.
It's just, that's not, they're going to get somebody hurt.
37, Jaden Austin, ball carrier.
Allowing that kid to play junior varsity football, somebody's going to get hurt.
Number 77, Donovan Edwards.
Hey.
I don't think you got that one right, Georgia High School Athletic Association.
Number 22,
Might want to rethink that.
Somebody offside.
I mean, look at that. My God. Yeah,
They
that's a
double
pick.
teamed it. He pushed both of them out the way and
hit the quarterback.
hit the running back first and then tackled him and the quarterback.
All right, that's your final, Coach.
That's the final with a 28-14 final score. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We're warming up to bring stuff to you this football season. We appreciate you. Stay tuned. You got Lincoln and Godby next week. And we got the middle school jamboree. And we'll be right back. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. I'm here with my cohort and partner in crime, Earl the Pearl Hankerson. And along with our cameraman deluxe, Jeff Walker from J Quad Media. We're here in Georgia. We love coming to Georgia. The atmosphere, the tradition in Georgia is really special. As INSiiGHTS Sports covers Florida and Georgia. We'll be back later in the year to show Thomasville again, but we will keep you posted on what happens with Pelham. Coach, what's your thought?
Well, Coach, I think Thomasville really came out and showed what they wanted to show. They got enough on film. different, again, multiple looks on offense and defense. They're going to be able to go back and take a look this week, clean some things up, and they'll be ready to come out next week and get it going in their regular season opener. Pelham, on the other hand, has really got some work to do.
They do. They'll be okay, though. There's Coach Grage. He has to be pleased with what he saw. A lot of pressure on him from a 12-1 team that struggled last year to 7-5 with a quarterback that everybody wanted to get.
And they got him.
They got him, but he's kind of reloaded and surprised people with what he looked like today. He surprised us.
Yeah, did an outstanding job. Got a quarterback in number 4, Ronnie Baker. He's a junior. And I think he definitely has what is needed to lead a team to some good wins this year. And I think Thomasville will have a pretty good season.
And they're playing today. Pelham's playing without Jordan Bennett, ranked as the number 34 player in the state of Georgia, going to Georgia Southern, recruited by Troy, Tennessee State, Mercer, and Air Force. Averaged 11 points a game on the basketball team. Got a fractured lower fibula. Is not playing, but he's going to be he's a good one for him. He was second team All Albany. And we appreciate everybody staying with us. Be with us this year. We'll be bringing some more exciting games to you from the INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We appreciate you. And this is us, me and my friend Ask the Earl Hankerson and J Quad Media signing off.
Good night.